Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on FEG token. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss about certain factors on what makes FEG different from other crypto projects and how FEG is actually planning to revolutionize or change the way we look at DeFi in crypto space. This is Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion, guys. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Please ensure that you do your own research and stay away from scams. Now let's head over to a quick tweet from the FEG team which has details of what smart DeFi is and how is it different from the regular DeFi space that we are currently knowing of. So first and foremost would be liquidity and trading system owned by a token contract, 100% rug proof and honeypot proof. Asset backing guarantees a minimum value of your token. Built-in zero interest lending, now reduced gas fees through on-token swaps, host trading from a simple Web3 interface, Web3 and re-entrants bot protection, and smart pre-sales. Now, I'm going to put in my views on what I feel about all these points that are listed over here, which is the backbone or how smart DeFi would function. The first 2 points go hand in hand because liquidity and trading system owned by the token contract. What this ideally means would be any project that is getting launched on smart DeFi would have its own liquidity that is built into the contract. So there will not be any additional liquidity that you provide like you do in PancakeSwap, that you will have to launch the token first and set aside a certain amount of tokens for liquidity and stuff, but that would be built into the contract system. So as soon as you go ahead and try to launch a project on the smart DeFi, that is governed by the contract, so no one would have any control over liquidity pool, so no one can ideally pull it off. That means it is 100% rug proof. So what is a rug? Well, it's essentially pulling out liquidity for any token or a smart contract that you have launched from your side. And what is a honeypot? Honeypot is something where you are not able to sell your tokens and only do purchases. You wouldn't be able to sell even a single of your tokens. So that's what a honeypot is in a nutshell. So having this liquidity and trading system completely governed by a smart contract, that is not under control of any certain individual. So any owner who likes to launch his project on the smart DeFi system will definitely not have any control about pulling the liquidity out or even restricting sales that would happen on any project. This is why it is 100% rug proof and honeypot proof. Now, asset backing, that's a whole new topic which I have heard in DeFi space personally, and I believe that this is something that is not being done for almost 99% of the projects which are there in crypto. So what exactly is asset backing? Asset backing is something of a minimum value that keeps appreciating as and when time passes by. So what happens ideally is the way that they have done for ROX token that they have, a portion of your transactions will be sent across to buy back BNB and hold it as under a smart contract, which ideally governs the price. So that would become the new floor. So even if every one of you sell the tokens, say for example, a token started at $1 and say 100 people bought it and then the price appreciated to say $10. And now what happens, all those transactional volumes that have happened by the time that you reach $10 might have been utilized to buy back BNB to provide a kind of a backing for the price point. So now the floor for the backing that would happen in terms of the price would be somewhere say $2.5. So initially we bought it for $1 and now just a vague example, guys, asset backing might ramp it up to $2.5. Decided that all these people go ahead and sell their tokens entirely. They sell their entire bags. Price of the token would only fall back to $2.5 and does not fall back to $1 or below that. That's how asset backing works. So that's a very good feature which I definitely would like to see, and this is something that would also create a kind of investor safety in terms of the DeFi space, because that's very much lacking right now. So that's something which I personally feel would be a revolution in terms of the DeFi space and the way people look at DeFi platforms. Now, built-in zero interest lending, that's pretty much straightforward. You would be able to go ahead and lend assets without any interest as such, which is being charged by many of the other lenders that are there right now in the DeFi space. And as far as I know, most of these lenders are always centralized, guys. So they reduce gas fees through on-token swaps. Now, regarding the reduction of gas fees, the one portion is the FRAP, and the second portion is where you would be able to get back a portion of your gas fees with certain conditions. So you have the gas rebate feature that is built in, that's already up and running and it's working as well. Many have confirmed that it is actually happening. So there is a certain threshold of say 0.1 ETH, that's the amount of minimum transaction that you need to do, and you have certain amount of BNB, that's 0.25 BNB, I believe. I'm not so able to recollect the exact amount, but there is some threshold which says that if you do a transaction with this as the minimum amount, then you are eligible to get a portion of the gas fees that you have paid back to yourself. So that's how the rebate in terms of the gas fees works out, and that's a really cool feature to have. Many have definitely confirmed regarding the rebates that they have been getting, and that's a really cool feature for big transactions, for people who do bigger back transactions, say in terms of 1 Ethereum, 2 Ethereum, 10 BNB, 5 BNB, be in those volumes. It's a very nice feature to have because you would definitely be getting back a portion of your gas fees in terms of the transaction that you do. Now, host trading from a simple Web3 interface, that's really something nice because the FEG ecosystem, if you look at it with a lot of their applications inbuilt, they're all integrated to one another. Be it the FEGX platform, be it the FEG charts or the FEG tracker, everything is getting integrated into one, and there would be no surprise if you see a FEG wallet also coming out in the future. So once all these things are integrated, it's all on the Web3 interface. So that's something which is the future. Web3 will definitely change the way that we look at internet in general, and that would be really nice to have that trading platform completely built up with a simple Web3 interface. And Web3 and re-entrance bot protection, that's something that is really required in the DeFi space. That's something that is providing a lot of safety to the investors and the trade as well. And smart pre-sales, that's a feature in itself. That's the way that you have to go ahead and conduct pre-sales on this smart DeFi platform. I'm yet to see more details on that released, but as far as I have seen and I know about it, it's in a totally different way of you looking at pre-sales. Like, it is still governed by a smart contract, and your pre-sale automatically happens, and your liquidity for the token distribution and all those stuff is governed by a smart contract again. That's what I personally think, and yeah, we are yet to see more details on that coming out. Taking all those aspects, I believe that this would be something of a change, and these are the factors on why I feel FEG is a totally different project or a totally different ball game when it comes to crypto space. And 2022 being a year where DeFi space will definitely get a lot more exposure, DeFi space will definitely get a lot more utilization added up, and big institutions are looking forward for DeFi platforms. And by big institutions, I mean financial institutions and as well as certain banks. And recently I was reading through certain press articles as well, wherein a group of banks in the US have come down to a discussion in terms of utilizing blockchain for their bank operations. So taking all these factors into effect, and FEG being a project which has been in development from quite some time, and all those products which they have been developing up and running right now, and it is what will go ahead and now get into the mainstream is what my personal thought is. That's it for this video, guys. If you've still not subscribed to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button and share this video to a lot of people who would like to know more about FEG. Thank you so much for watching once again. Have fun and take care.